determined, blocks the drive impact. There's a punish time. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Can't tech the throw? Takes a trip. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Blocks the low heavy. Were they baiting them into that? Target locked and what a finish. Great read on the life gauge there. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Medium kick hit. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? That drive impact is blocked. Jumps up. A parry. Knockdown and... Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Hits them with a stopping bomb. Both fighters using the gauge for a super arm. Scared money don't make no money. Spins it all for the Shinryu rip-off. Ooh, there's a whip. They're wide open. Player 2 needs to use their X. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Overhead, but it won't work. Throws him. The overhead denied. Parry, reversal. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Player 2, wow, sat and waited for this opening. Shinrai? Blast that off. Corrects them. Their drive gauges aren't full. This means less resources to get them with a Euro step. Sees the overhead coming. Oh, they switch sides. Turn out, but they may have a plan here. Player 2 may be able to pull a fast one, especially with the super art ready. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Drops them. Yo, critical art now? Explosive move like this is why you play Senki. Buckle in. We're going worldwide.
Wrestling is unstoppable.
They didn't take the throw. Player 1 is going to be watching replays of this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Wow, reads the counterattack. Nice double lariat. That drive impact doesn't get through. Had the radar up and running. Below heavy hits. Sticks the jump in. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Goes for the super art. This Dragon Lash Flame could be big. Getting into the end game now. It's getting tense. Player 2 can't use any more drive with a KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Medium kick hit. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Player 1 will look to apply pressure. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Lands the back throw. Time to go to work. Big opportunity coming. Both fighters planning something? Nice double lariat. They're going for the super art. The Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. A quick breather. This can lead to some big damage. Reversal. Impact squash. A real test of nerves here. Blake drops him hard. Oh, yo, Raw super here. Black Hole burnout. Did they mean to do that? Low heavy. Oh my, gets the counter hit and the win. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Open. Ooh, does him dirty. Raw super hard incoming. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Who's going to steal this win? Overhead, but it won't work. Solid anti-air. Impact squat. Wall perfectly executed. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Shows a medium kick. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Nails the anti-air. Starts with a jump in. That drive impact doesn't get through. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure. The big play does it. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
A brave forward jump there to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Big counter. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Solid anti-air to continue the corner press. Shin-right kick for a mitt, brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Jumps, throws them forward and maintains the corner game. There's the wall slap. They can't do anything now. Both fighters planning something? They're not going anywhere. Oh, burnout triggered. Life lead is there, but still opts for the critical art. They're in range. We get a flatline then. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. They trade hits. The low kick hits. Jumps in, anti-air in the clutch. Player 2 with an excellent block. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Reads the jump in perfectly. Back to back. Oh, they got him! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Brushes off the impact. That was a solid anti-air. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Trips him up. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Takes the chance to hurt him. Below heavy hits. The jump-in is denied. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Long, low attack hits. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Target locked and no escaping that. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. That drive impact doesn't get through. Sneaks in above. Both fighters planning to hit them with a stop and bomb. Jumps. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Breaks those shins. Jumps in. A quick breather. They're going for the super art. Player uses the gauge for a super art.
Are you serious?
That's the counter. Taking jumps out of each other here. Jumps up, reads the jump in perfectly. Big time whip. Both sides getting ready. Player 2, anti-air in the clutch. Reach out and hug it. Oh, they got him. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. Master! Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Gets a chance with that jump in. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Not shy with the grab. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues. Well-timed corner switch. Taking stock. Heading into the KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Headbutt. Who's going to start things off? Brushes that off and keeps going. Nice double lariat. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 2 can't use any... Were they baiting them into that? Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Looking for a chance. Knockdown and experiencing burnout. Uses the gauge for a super art. Sunrise Festival. They've got to nail the input to keep this up. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Reads the jump in perfectly. Player 2 is going to block critical. What's going to happen? Closes it out. Who could have guessed how that match would have turned out? Not me.
Round one. Fight.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Throws him. What's next? Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Picture perfect punish counter. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Life lead opens up. Jump. Burnout activates. Knockdown and player 1 experiencing burnout. Going in. Player 2 will look to apply pressure. Went for the chip kill. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Blocks it. Breaks the block with a throw. Throws out a projectile. Throws him. What's next? Springs forward with the drive rush. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 1, burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 will have to deal with burnout activates. Got him up against the wall and the stun is there. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Gets it all on the full meter. You know what that means? It's time for the weekend. Player not in there. Player 2 played with a lot of heart to pull off a tremendous win. Definitely one to watch. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Gets a chance with that jump in. Turns up the heat and cooks them with the combo. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 2 chases them down. Grabs them in a dire situation. They can't afford any KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Nice double lariat. Jump. Headbutt. Target locked and scoop. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corpse. Just goes for it at this range. Sunrise Festival. They've got to nail the inputs to keep this up. Can they claw their way back and give themselves springs forward with the drive rush? Forward rush. There's the wall splash. They can't do anything now. Life burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Avoid getting in there. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Knocks them out of the air. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. In with the crosshair.
Are you serious?
Great spin. Gun uppercut. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this. Nothing stops this train. Anti-air in the clutch. Player 2, impact, squash. Goes to the air. Turns out. Okay, here we go. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation. Reads the jump in perfectly. Clutch, anti-air. Oh my God, Rock Super. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What escapes with the reversal? Gets them in the air.